Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make this triple accordion fold into a tall slim DL size card. So these are really popular size at the moment. I've put a belly band onto it and I've got a fold back here as well. You see quite a lot where they don't have fold backs and they're different in size as well. So I've made it a nice tall slimline one, and then it opens up and it expands, and when it's stood up it just stands like this, so you've got that accordion look. And I've got it so it's all nice and even all through there. You can decorate this side. You've got a panel there where you can write your message or do a stamp or print it and then pop it in there, and you've got space on the back if you need it. So you can use 8.5 by 11 and you can use A4, and you can obviously cut down 12 by 12. This is A4 because I'm in the UK, so it's 8 1/4 this way and it's 11 1/4 this way. So in America you'd have to cut down your 12 by 12s and have it to 11 1/4, and then cut it to, you can do it the same as me, so you can cut it to 8 1/4. If you've got envelopes that fit better, cut it to 8 and then just do your mats in there at 7 3/4, not 8. So let's get started and I'll explain everything as I go. And I've made a little belly band there just to go over the top of it to keep it all nice and neat. But it's fun and it's a good little card. So thanks everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate you all. I think I'm on 750 now, so that's really good because I only started in the middle of January. So it's growing slowly but nicely. Got lots of things to show you, so if you like and comment, it really does help. So what we're going to do is with our 11 1/4, we just set it up this way. It's really simple to do. So what you're going to do is score it 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5 and 7 1/2. Okay, now you can turn it over and do the scores again, because obviously where one's going one way and one the other, it does help and it breaks the fibres. So 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2. So I'm going to remove my scoreboard because I don't need that anymore. And then what I'm going to do is just fold this over like this and give it a burnish. Okay, so it makes that crease nice and tight. Fold it back on itself, give it a burnish. Fold it inwards, just make sure it's all lining up down the side there. Give it a burnish and then fold this one back, and you can see you've got your 3 even panels across there like that. They're all 1 1/4 inch in width. So you've already made your card, so it's just a question of your belly band and your mats and layers, etc. So the size of your mats and layers, so I'm using A4, so that means that I'm going to be, I've cut mine down to 8, but if you're using 8 inch depth, then cut it to 7 3/4. all right. So the first ones are 1 inch wide, so we've got these little 1 inch wide ones here. So I've got that one first and just glue those down so you can see how it grows. And I like to do the belly band right at the end because things change, you know, like depths and widths. On the left hand side there's multiple folds, on the right side there's no folds. So it's better to do the belly band when all these mats and layers are on, so that you get it accurate. I don't score it, I just wrap it. So just pop that one onto there like that, just get it even. And then you follow the pattern of that one. So I'm not going to do the one on the inside yet, I'm going to do this one because it's more important to me to get this one in here. I'm going to pop that one in there. And it's quite nice to use double-sided pads because you only need 2 pages and you've got your 4 different layers. So that's a handy tip for breaking it down. Also, don't forget, when you use your paper kits, I'll just go and grab something. Hang on, I'll just pause you. So if you've got paper kits, etc., you can use your whole sheet of card that's coloured on one side and do the measurements for that, and then just add toppers. It doesn't matter if they overhang, etc. If you don't want that to be hidden, then obviously you use a smaller one. You could have it on the front here like this one is, and overhang in there. So all I need to do is put a panel in there, but I forgot I've made this one. So, and then just put a belly band around it, or you can tie it in ribbon. So that's just a little extra there for you. Sorry about that little interlude. This glue's probably dried now. So now I'm just going to pop that into the centre. So what I mean by that first one being your template, so now when I measure it up, just put my chair in if you can hear a noise, I can see that these two lines here are square, top and bottom. So it'll look nice when it's finished. I did a white card because with black card it's really difficult to see on camera all the different things that you're doing. I thought I'd better do this in white. So let's put that on there. Put some glue all over it. Obviously you can use your own glues, double-sided tape or whatever type of glue you like to use, tape runners, anything like that. It's all fine. All works the same way. I've got the wrong size there, haven't I? What am I like? Hang on, I'm just going to have to grab that bit. I've got the wrong bit. I bought the bit I chopped off, not the bit I cut. So this one is 3.5. So it's a 1/4 inch smaller. So 3.5 by 8 mine is. I don't know if I told you the size of the middle one. I'll do that now. Pretty sure it's 2.25, but I will measure it. Yeah, 2.25 for that one. Whoops, 1 inch for that one, 2.25 for that one, and then 3.5 for that one. So you can see they all meet up nicely. You've got a nice trio there. Now obviously with the other one I showed you, you don't get the panels. So it's up to you what, I quite like the panel look, and then you can add toppers to it afterwards. So I think you could still use your base cards and just add some of the double-sided papers and things that you get with them. So now with regards to your band, I've cut mine to 8 by 3, and then I've got 2 3/4 by 8. So I've kept it the same size. Just going to run this along here. Just glue this one in. I'm just going to glue that onto there because I've got a dirty bit on there, so cover it up. No one will ever know apart from all of you. But no one else. Just put that on there like that. Got a little bit of overhang on this side, so I'm just going to cut that off. Obviously didn't cut it straight. I'm going to cut in day. Funny cutting day. We're all human, aren't we? So what I like to do with this one is I like the seam to be at the front because I'm going to cover it with something. So the topper will cover up the seam, otherwise you'll have a seam showing at the back. So what I like to do is I set mine, you've got your bit there, I just butt it up to there because it seems to, you can hold it in place and know it's alright. And then I just fold it gently because obviously there's 2 layers of card there. So just bend it gently, come around this way, and then make sure it lines up when I pull it round to there. And you can see I've only got like a 1/4 inch overhang, and because that's not dry on there, it's moved. See that white paper's actually moved, so I could do it like that. It wouldn't hurt which way I do it. So just make sure that it's all lined up, but it doesn't matter too much because I'm going to put a topper over it. Now if you were putting a topper that was, you wanted central, and it's important for you to have this seam in the centre, then by all means do that. I'll just find it's easier to wrap it round neatly when I butt it up against something. So then I'm just going to pop that into place like that. And I think this little one's going to suit a heart topper. I think that'd be really nice with the sentiment on it. And I could double layer it with white and red, or I could just do red and then probably white actually. So I'll do that later though. So I'll put a red heart on there and then have a white inner heart, you know, you like your mats and layers, and then pop a sentiment on there. So it's a really quick and easy one for you guys to do today. All right, so have fun and show me your projects on Facebook, Sarah Trebilcock. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.